Hello, hi everybody. Willow Edits, W Streamer, thank you so much. Rad, what's up? Dream Wood, how you doing? Bog, Sean, how you doing? Koofy, how you doing? Lego, it's Vaza, howdy, man, how you doing? Sixth keyboard time, dude. Today's keyboard is actually fucking sick. I'm gonna start it off with some cursing right now because honestly, I think today's keyboard's sweet. We've done a board from this studio before. The first time we were ever sent the board, it was actually sent from the studio. This one is actually, someone asked if I wanted to cover this. It's not mine. But this was sent alongside some other stuff, and it wasn't like I had to look at this, but I kind of feel like after I looked at it, I was like, dude, I have to look at this. It's called the Solid Alex. It's so interesting, man. It is. Is the name of the board Solid Alex? No, that's what the board's called. It's confusing as hell, right? Alex the Goat, how's your week going? Today's fine. I think I've just been like frustrated today for some whatever reason. Just some like minor things that have been happening, but I mean, today has been pretty normal. I've been trying to get inspired to make some changes in my room here that I work in to be more clean, to be more organized. So I spent a little bit of today kind of researching some of those ideas and how I want to implement things. So, you know, just like small little W's here and there, I hope. God, there's like a piece of fluff here that won't go away. Small little things, nothing too crazy. He makes his own future, Solid Alex. True, you know what? There we go. The name makes me want to make Viagra say... What? Oh, god damn it, guys. Is this the Ergo Key? It is, dude. What if I want a soft Alex? Too bad, it only comes in solid today. Alright, guys. It's been literally 2 minutes. How did we already get to dick jokes? How did we get there? Which path did we take? It's gonna be one of those streams? I think so, unfortunately. What path did we realistically get here with? This is crazy, man.
Alex, are you solid today?
Huh? Oh my god, dude. I'm just gonna change the name of the stream. You encourage it with that meme street. But that's what the board's... Okay, you know what? Enough of this. Okay, you know what? Guys, let's not be sussy. Is the designer in a stream? I don't think so. Today was kind of a, not impromptu, but sort of a last-minute decision to stream today for this. A lot of mix-ups with the schedules just because the strike and a whole bunch of other package stuff, so... You guys know how shipping goes. On another note, sad story, but also maybe a happy ending. I finally got my refund for my whiteboard. But let me tell you guys, the path to get that refund was not fun. Oh, did I not pause the music? The path to get that refund was not fun. But I did get it, finally. They told me, they said, hey, I called them up, I'm like, hey, where's my whiteboard? Because it's been 3 months. And they're like, it got lost in the mail. And I'm like, what? It hasn't even shipped out yet. They're like, yeah, you gotta call Purelator. And I'm like, what? But the shipping tracking thing says you just made a label and never handed it off to anyone. And they're like, yeah, call Purelator. So I was like, I'm not doing that. And I said, just give me back my money. They're like, nope, it has to be officially lost for it to be called. So I screenshotted what they said. I'm like, you just said it was lost. So now who makes the official Anyways, long story short, guys, a bunch of back and forth, and I ended up having to actually like talk to someone else because it was getting ridiculous. And then I spoke to another person, got my money back. No more whiteboard group buy for me. We're done with that today. No more group buy whiteboard for me. It's not right, man. Dude, I am genuinely shocked that a company that big is having issues like that. But honestly, my first and last time ever shopping with them. Yeah, Canada Post is on strike. Yeah, Smarter, that's really what it is. I still want a whiteboard. I want to find one exactly that dimension, but I'm having a tough time finding one that exact size. So I'm going to do some more looking around and lurking to see if I can find one. Because I would like to write down maybe random ideas I have, not in just a book, but just somewhere visibly I can look at them every single day. So we'll see. Just like Amazon somehow lost my Crush 80. Ain't no way they're not giving you back your money. What the hell? So wait, what's the story behind that mystery? Just right on your desk. You know, not a bad little idea. I could do something from Etsy. I was looking at that today. Actually, I got kind of inspired with a few things today. I mean, great. I'm open to looking at anything at this point. Wait, you can get whiteboard paint? Just right on the walls, little bro? Wait, the whiteboard paint actually sounds like a sick idea. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was just a plastic you have to buy. Yeah, I want to know the story behind the Crush 80. I just found out my Neo won't ship until I leave for winter break. Hopefully they can change my shipping address. I should be able to. I don't see why not. Go old school and get a chalkboard. You know, that was also on my consideration list as well, but ultimately I decided to not do a chalkboard because I feel like it'd be a little messy. Like, you know, when cleaning it off and just having dust fly everywhere. Or chalk, you know. A little dusty, a little messy. But yeah, that's pretty much my day. How was your guys' day? Today was pretty non-exciting, to be honest. How was your guys' day? You guys better have had a good day today. Uber's the worst. They decide you won't get refunds. Well, I mean, that's why I ultimately stopped using Uber. Because last time they just didn't bring me my food. They just were being so bad with giving me a refund. I have a little whiteboard I'm not using anymore. Can I send it to you? I hate to be like this guy, but like, what's the size? I only have a very limited. It's very small. It's very narrow and small. So like, I need to know exactly because or else it won't fit, and it's just gonna sit around. But dude, hey, BRS DM me. Pokemon. Wait, Scotty, I'm unemployed. What happened? Hopefully it's like you chose that decision, or need a whiteboard keyboard. That'd be cool, actually. Pokemon TCG Pocket actually absolutely juiced me. Max, thank you so much for a Prime, man. Thank you. Wait, what happened? So many good polls today? Dude, fuck. First of all, I gotta say this. Fuck that game. I'm over it. I'm over the Pokemon TCG thing. So over it. So done. Not bothering anymore. I'm completely 100% not bothering with that game. I haven't even logged on in like 3 days. So I received my Alex merch, and boy, that moss color is the right choice. It looks good, right? The moss is nice. I was wearing it yesterday. I was wearing it right up until stream. But I did feel like I wore that like the last like 3 days in a row. So why did I stop playing the TCG game? Honestly, man, I just was not feeling good playing it. Like, I was not feeling it, man. I'm just not it. Like, it's just not for me. Like, I think, yes, it was scratching the itch for, like, opening booster packs. But then it also brought back a lot of the, like, oh yeah, booster packs are fucking annoying. So, I'm sort of playing Diablo off and on. Right now, I've been playing TFT still. Like, I love TFT. I think those auto battler games are, like, my jam. Actually, I was playing with Marcia, the other day. We played like 4 rounds. But believe it or not, we've been dabbling in League of Legends, which is, I mean, it's all right. I like playing Morgana support. That's pretty much all I've been doing. Yeah. I mean, that's all I've been doing is playing some League, like actual League. But it's fine. When we have like a full group of friends playing, like it is a much more tolerable game than having to deal with one or two random people. Like, that's when the game becomes, like, really just not it for me, you know? So, bro, hit me up. Can I even play? What rank are you? I think I'm Dust Mite 2. ARAM's not bad. I don't mind playing. I've never minded ARAM though. I think ARAM's one of those things. I still heavily prefer playing TFT over regularly. I just think it's better. And then past that, the only other thing I've been doing is I got one of those like little pocket things, so I've been playing my old games. That's it. A shitty experience with League? Dude, because League is genuinely shitty. Like, let's be real. Let's be real here, dude. I can't play League. I'm too toxic for anyone's good. I had to battle the demons inside. I get you, bro. Like, honestly, sometimes I play that game and the one random teammate starts going off about how everyone's dumb and uses a whole bunch of bad words and dumb shit, and that takes every ounce of my fucking self-control to not unleash the demon, as it were. So you like to make people suffer by disconnecting them with your CC for 5 years? Wait, what happened? I was playing LOZ Minish Cap. Oh, Legend of Zelda? And I ended up doing the entire second half in one sitting. I thought it was 10 p.m. and it was 2:30. God damn. Honestly, when the game hits, it hits. What rank are you? It sounds so elitist. I mean, the reason I ask is because I probably won't be able to play with anybody. Just because I'm low, by the way. And I'm unranked because I haven't even bothered playing ranked. Story behind it is I have Microsoft rewards over the years that I've redeemed over $200 worth of points, and I was looking and found the Crush 80 on Amazon, and I was like, hell yeah, and well, apparently Amazon somehow lost it. I had Prime and was to get it in 2 weeks. Well, 2 months go by and it said it was delivered. Long story short, they were lying and said, we'll give you a refund plus a little extra. Oh, God. That's actually bad. Well, I mean, at least you got your money back. Have you watched Arcane? No, I'm waiting for every episode to release. I think that and Silo, I'm going to wait for every episode before I jump head on. You guys have all told me Arcane's cracked this season, and I've even heard a few people say Arcane's way better this season than first season. I'm pumped up too. But Arcane is so good. Damn, dude.
What's not bad, however, is my day after I see your beautiful face.
God damn. Angel. You know me and Angel are going to be playing again soon? I actually downloaded it. I just haven't played it yet with him. Angel was telling me that Apex is now like old school. Like they brought back the old map or something like that. I'm kind of vibing to play some Apex. Grant, thank you so much for 3 months here, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. You see the new Overwatch tank? Nah, dude. Overwatch is... let me try to keep it like... Let me keep it more than $1. Overwatch is one of those games where I actually lament playing Overwatch more than I lament playing League of Legends. And Overwatch for me is like... This is my rank of shitty games. Ready for this? Starting here, we have Overwatch. It's cooked. It's right at the fucking bottom. Overwatch is like the worst of all of them. Next up, League of Legends. After that, which is like a millimeter, like this much farther apart, Valorant, dude. All right? After that, throw Deadlock in there. Deadlock. I did play a few rounds of Deadlock. Deadlock's also mega scuffed with how many people are so toxic over voice chat. After that, Escape from Tarkov. It's cooked. That game's cooked. I'm sorry. The game was fun. I played it since it fucking launched, like alpha. The game's cooked. It's hackers. You know what though? Throw Fortnite in there. Fortnite's up here, bro. Fortnite's off the screen because it's better. Honestly, Fortnite slaps compared to all these fucking games, dude. Fortnite is actually so much more... It's so much better. I don't care what anyone says. I wouldn't... I'm not going to rank Minecraft on that. I'm mostly talking about the competitive games. And at the very tippity top is CS. CS is still one of the better competitive games in my opinion. Didn't realize Alex would drop this much heat in the winter. Sheesh. Damn. Ivo, thank you so much for 10 months.
Cakey buddies.
How you doing, man? Alright. I'm going to show you guys the board really quick because I think this keyboard's really pretty. This is... Okay, first of all, maybe... This is not everyone's cup of tea. Alright? I can already tell you guys. There's some people who are like, ew. I think this keyboard's sweet. Hold on. Let's take it out of the box here and then I'll show you guys. A roguelike tier list? Ooh, that's a fun question. What the hell? Okay, actually, my first time taking it out of the box, too. I think this keyboard is actually so damn cool. It's cool, right? Let me try to, like, take the plastic off and stuff. I don't know how they wrapped this. Plus, it says Alex on it, so... Oh, they put this in like its own wrap here. Hold on. I see what they did. I think it's really cool. It also has a little screen on the bottom over here, which can be gimmicky, but hey, you know what? I'm here for this. It says Alex on it, -2 out of 10. It's about 400 bucks. I think it looks sweet. Look at this. This looks so sick. There's going to be some negatives that I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, though, that I don't think there's any options for because I've checked a few people that are vendoring this. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of options. Vendors include Keebs and Cables, Dang Keebs, and I think there's a few other people going to be vendoring this as well. It is like a leaf spring sort of mount. A lot of Alice keyboards have been doing that. This keyboard, though, is, in my opinion, it's cool. It's a good little... So actually, let me say this before I get into like the design, what I think of it. The design language from what this particular studio does, which is Toshi Industries, they go for, I mean, Dane Keeps put it on their website as well, but like they go for more of like a retro-inspired vintage game kind of look, which I think comes out very well. They're very inspired by like the vintage plastics that some of the old like Game Boy Colors and all those old things have, as well as some of like that design language, which I think is really cool.
Neat looking
Austin,
board.
thank you so much.
Excited
man.
to see this build, Alexotos.
Me too, man. If you guys really want to get into some of what else this studio has done, I think their website is, let me just triple check and not send you somewhere random. I think it's just called winmix.store. It is. So we did a keyboard from Winmix, like the actual, I guess, the vendor website for them.
Why are so many boards coming out with spring arrows, though?
They're probably popular. That's probably what it is. I mean, or maybe not. I'm not too sure. But you can go there, and they actually make, like, aluminum shells for some of the Game Boy stuff, and they do all these other really fun projects. And there's so much... You can tell, like, these are inspired by those game consoles, and they're even making some shells for game consoles. It is super cool. I am here for this. This comes in 3 different colors, I believe. Let me triple check. I think it was 3 different colors or 4 different colors. One of them was actually a yellow that more looks like an orange to me, which I was... Yeah, 4 colors. So it's clear, which we have. It's a beige, which I think will be more people's cup of tea. The yellow is super sick, and then blue, which is like a blue and purple type thing. Very cool. There's a lot of parts on this keyboard. So just to give you guys a little up close, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of screws, a lot of parts. So I think the $400 price tag, it's going to make a lot of sense. The quality of the polycarb over here is fantastic. So the plastic quality is great. The pieces all look great too. And then again, we have a bunch of different parts here, which makes for a really cool bottom. I really like this. And then even the back has a little bit of a flair to it. How many keyboards do I have total? I have not done a count in a long while, but I'm not too sure. It's valid to buy a keyboard just to minimize the anxiety for another keyboard that is on group buy period. What do you mean by that? I feel like that's a dangerous question to ask, ain't it? I wouldn't buy something just because you feel anxiety. You know, I wouldn't do that. Here's the side profile. Has a little bit of a flare. There's other little pieces we have to screw in too, so don't forget that. But this shell over here kind of gives it an interesting little side profile. God, I have so many cuts all over my hands. Sorry, guys. An interesting little side profile. Scotty, bro, you do you, my friend. You do you. You don't even need my permission for that, by the way, man. The only thing I ask is just don't probably sell it on the server. All right. By the way, I have like burns and cuts all over my hand. Don't ask why, but it just happened. All right. Can you create a tutorial on your website for the entire retool route from a cherry switch? What do you mean by that? It's interesting. I don't know. I like the shape of this keyboard too. I think it's kind of cool. It's different, and I think we need different from time to time. I don't know. I really like what they did here. We can see this is where the mounting is going to be, which I think is going to be fun because it's. Let me show you guys the mounting style of this board as well. We're basically using these little springs here. Check this out. There's just like little plastic springs. It definitely has a Matrix vibe to it for sure, but I think this realistically is kind of doing its own thing. Very, very fun. I don't know, I really like this. I also liked their other keyboard a lot visually, and I think it's just fun. Like, it's a fun blend of different materials, and it's just a cool looking keyboard. I really think this is nice. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this design. It's fun. Looks nice. That board, yeah, it's a nice board. Would be rad if it was tinted. I'm gonna be honest. If it was tinted, I think that would make it a little bit more difficult for me personally to use. But you know what? I can appreciate people wanting something tinted too. Oh my God, solid Otos build.
Is this a solid Otos board you are building? Ha ha.
Thanks, Burn. All right, now this is where the board takes a slight turn. However, let me just show you guys. It does have this. This is the only PCB they seem to have. I don't think there's other options, just because I haven't seen other options anywhere. The PCB is going to be flex cut PCB as well as only hot swap. God, this is so hard to open. So it is really cool, and I do appreciate it. I also don't quite understand why they have this USB-C over here. We're going to have to use a daughter board anyways, so I'm not sure what this was meant for. I did see that in some other pictures. I don't think you can even use that for anything. It's on the bottom. But it is cool. It is a fun little PCB. Not a lot of options. However, they did include what looks like some points in which you can include an encoder. But I'm not sure how you would put the encoders there. So that's a little bit past my knowledge. No layout options. I mean, it's fine. It does have a Bluetooth option on this. I don't know if I got a battery with mine, but there's a battery slot right over here. So you could technically go wireless with this. I'm going to load this up with foam today, by the way, guys. So I'm not too concerned personally. And then layout-wise, like I said, it's pretty fixed. So if you guys don't like this layout, you know, then it obviously makes this a keyboard that you're probably not going to be super interested in. Simple as that. And let's see what else we got here. We have our daughter board as well as a little Bluetooth dongle, some screws, some more screws, and other bunch of screws. We're going to leave those off to the side. Oh, they did include a battery. So this is the battery over here. Cool. And then I believe this is the LED, because there's a little LED screen that goes over here. Yes. Here, let me get you like all the deets on the design here. So it's Toshi Design, or Toshi Industrial Design, and they're based in Nanjing, China. And like I said earlier, They tend to seem to, I mean, with all the boards they've designed so far, they have like an affinity to old retro gaming consoles, and that's kind of where some of this design inspiration comes from, which is pretty neat. All right, and there's a little case cover for that, and the screen should be in here too. Cool, the screen's in there. Cool, 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 and some feet, which we'll probably put on here in a second. And then what else do we got? And there's a bunch of accents we're gonna have to screw on as well. So some little accent pieces, which we'll get there when we cross that bridge. Are box 60 builds worth it? I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to the question, is something worth it? It's really up to you. Like, I think there are better boards, but it doesn't mean that board won't fulfill your needs. Came with some stabs as well, which we'll probably use today. And then it came with, I believe we have a plastic plate. We do. So we shall use the plastic plate. And then we'll probably use foam too. Let's put on some feet here. Because there's a long foot and there's two bump-ons. But yeah, I do think the PCB is probably the weakest point of this board. I did a lot of looking into this before I was even going to stream this board, because it's a very niche board. But in a lot of ways, I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know, it's cool when we get different projects like this. I don't know if you guys disagree or want to challenge my thinking there, but wrong way. Looks fun. Would be interested in a comparison to the Ergo. Ooh, camera's hating this. Box can be made for a fun modern retro vibe. The open hollow case with a stiff plate works, and clickies work magic. Yeah, you could just do with clickies too. That could be really fun. That could be fun. Is there even a way to use that USB-C? I don't know. I don't even know what it's for. Like, I don't know what the point of that extra USB-C thing is even for. There's no cutout on the front, if that's what you're asking. But as far as I know, there's nothing. Cool. I'm so tired today, gotta drop early. You have yourself some good rest. You deserve it. Take care, Dream. Alright. I kind of wanna, you know what? Let's do the PCB assembly first, and then we can do the internals for this case. I'm excited though. I think this is gonna be fun. I've actually been, when I had to last minute switch to this today, I was actually really pumped because I didn't know when I was gonna get this done, but I'm so happy we got to actually build this today. So happy. This looks really cool. All right, let's do our stabs. I guess we're doing, hold on a second. Are these plate mounted stabs? These might be plate mounted stabs. Let's see. Which I have no problem with, by the way. I know plate mounted stabs get a bad rap, but I actually personally, I don't know, I've used plate mounted and I have no quarrels with them. Yeah, these are plate mounted. Would be nice to them. I mean, they put a lot of holes in the Listen, guys, there's a lot of holes in this already. I think a few more holes to accommodate some PCB mounted ones would have been a good choice, but we'll just continue building with the plate. I think that's valid criticism. I think so. It's very valid. Get the drill? No, I'm not going to do that. With the recent release of the PT-175, do you consider the TGR-X Tomo has been killed for a top mount key with this price? No. I think the Tomo is still a really pretty board, and I still really like it. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going for 400. I think that's just literally all the stabs. Okay, it is. You lost me at no PCB mounted stabs? Yeah, I didn't even recognize that until literally right now. I was staring at this PCB and I didn't even think to look to that. I will admit, it's just a feature that should just be there, like no brainer. Like it should be there, and that's why I said I think it's very valid criticism to say, hey, why isn't there any PCB mounted stabs? However, again, if you're really interested in this design and are worried, I've never really had huge issues with plate mounted. They do sound a little bit different, but I agree with you, Keep Wave. It is an oversight, and it's very valid criticism. Extremely. Do I have to peel this off in the back? Razer keycap puller, really? What's wrong with my Razer keycap puller? This was free, and free is the best. Oh man, freebies are freebies, exactly. Actually, this one here didn't come with the freebies, Gingy. This one here came with something else. Because I've had to return most of the other stuff from the more recent Razer stuff. Plate mounted stabs are good. DS Studios and TX Works are amazing. Again, my worry there isn't so much. I just think the more valid criticism comes from there should be some. Let's just go. This one goes here. This one goes here. Okay. Let's start looting. Do I recommend MX Cherry Browns? Wait, MX
Super
Brown
random,
Hyperflex?
but I just have to say that Envoy is gorgeous, my guy.
The Envoy is gorgeous. The Encore? The Encore is really nice. The Encore is super, super nice. Where's my 205 juice? What, I got like 15 things of GS2, GS3. Oh, it's literally right over here. Still sad about this board. I had a lot of potential
Encore
beyond my
stupid
preferences.
Fingies
Seems very
typing wrong
2022.
wordses.
It is. It's very old school in terms of like. This could have been released a few years ago and I would have believed it. Stupid Fingies typing the wrong words. It's all right. I understood what you meant. I gotcha. Do I need to clip these? No, I don't need to clip these. Perfect.
Tipulot is about to release his EC65X PCB that is designed to work with most 65% S and a very interesting one that we might be familiar with. Are we going to see another TP build?
No more Toper for me. Listen, I like Toper stuff, but it's just not something that like. It's just not something I'm that interested in. And to keep it honest with you guys, like, listen, I will do it if I feel interested in the project. But typically, it's just not something that like really gets me interested in going. So, you know, I hope that makes sense. Boney, you don't have to worry about that, man. Also, I think I owe someone a hydrate as well as... Here we go. We're going to get the posture check ready to go here. Thank you, Pin. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot, dude. Sorry the music was so loud earlier, guys. No, this is a build for... Keeps and Cables sent this a long time ago. Like, I think a few months ago. I think the only reason I even wanted to cover it this week is because I saw the sale go up. And plus they had mentioned saying that if I wanted to cover it, it's going to be up soon. This is not a sponsored build by any means. This is sending this back, but... Come on, why isn't this going through? But I really wanted to take a look at the board. I love shit like this. This is like... These type of designs, by the way, like... Love, love, love them. I think they're so cool. But thank you, Pin. I appreciate it. Also, I owe someone a hydrate. If I had the money, I'd be snagging a copper cream walnut Encore so quick. I'm loving this color scheme, by the way. I think this is super cool. It is so clean. So either I'm buying a Mode Light or a Mode Encore for Christmas. I don't know which one yet. Or sorry, did I say Mode Light? Bauer Light. Dude, if you can get yourself an Encore, get an Encore. I think Encores are sweet. But the Bauer Light is no slouch either. What are you guys getting yourselves for Christmas? Never mind other people. What are you guys getting yourselves? You guys deserve something nice too. It's up to your family. Oh. Did you just drop a new mode board on stream? A Mode Light?
You know
That'd be cool.
that ECPCB and those airboards MX compatible EC switches should be 100% compatible.
ECPCB and those E board MX compatible EC switches should be... Oh, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's not something I'm interested in. Like, really. Might get the new Mac Mini. Dude. Hell yeah, man. The new Mac Mini looks powerful. What? I'm getting myself a house for Christmas. Belt is tightened for the next bit until we finish closing. Dandy! Wait, Dandy, I feel like you told me this already. Either way, congrats again. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, rather. Thinking about picking up a Sonnet for Black Friday? I heard the Black Friday sales are actually crazy for all the brands this year. I've seen some of like the pre-sale stuff. Dude. That is some crazy sales I've seen. I might be getting myself a guitar pedal or two. Oh, that's fun. Do you play often, or is it more like a hobby thing? Non-keyboard related, trying to build a vinyl setup. Damn. Dude, spicy. Let me know how that goes, because honestly, I'm kind of feeling the same way. I would love to one day do that, so... I honestly haven't even thought about it. Probably just saving money and get a 5080 in the spring. Did they announce those 5080s or something? You're like the second person today who's mentioned that. Honestly though, saving money is a great decision, so. MacBook Pro M4 after 6 years? What spec are you getting, my friend? Think about finally getting into photography. Any recommendations? My number one recommendation right now? Dude, just get yourself one of two things. Get yourself a cheapy Fuji body with a nice lens, or get yourself the ultimate suggestion, which is the Ricoh GR3. The Ricoh's sick, dude. Such a good camera. Trying to build a vinyl setup was such a cool thing to do, though. I'm gonna be copying some switches and keycap sets from Novel Keys. Hell yeah, bro. Which ones are you thinking, Boney? Thinking about getting a classic TKL operation this Black Friday. Do you know any polycarb 10 keys? Like macro pads? I don't know if any exist. Do polycarb macro pads like exist right now? How is the Fuji XM5? You know, I still haven't really dived too deep into that new model. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm assuming it's great. I'm so tempted to get the Stream Deck OLED. How much are Stream Decks right now? Aren't Stream Decks really expensive? I thought Stream Decks were really pricey. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Bolsapad? Or sorry, did I say Stream Deck? Steam Deck. My bad. Steam Deck OLED White Edition 869 CAD. So about $1,000 with taxes. Damn. Honestly though, everybody that I know who has one has said they're like the best things ever. So the Work Louder, I'm not a big fan of the Work Louder stuff though. I had a Work Louder keyboard and I never could get used to it. I thought it just felt cheap. I've never been a big fan of the work louder stuff. I know they have a really big following though, so maybe they've upped their game in terms of how they feel. But I never liked it. I think that the work louder stuff is a very specific crowd. Well, maybe a large crowd, just not something I'm interested in myself. MacBook Pro 16, 24 gigs. Ooh, getting the nano texture display. I wonder if you'll like that. McCully, dude, how you been, bro? How are things? I feel like I haven't seen you in quite some times. How are you, my friend? If I had a Steam Deck, I would actually be inclined to finish some more games. Some of the stuff I think I would prefer to play on the go rather than at my desk. Like which ones? Work louder stuff just seems like overpriced hypey stuff. I mean, I don't really know what to even classify their stuff as. It's just not for me at the end of the day. Yakuza series? Oh, okay. I really want to play games. I haven't really been on my computer playing games in the last like day or two. I played a little bit on my little Game Boy thingy, but when is Novelty's Black Friday gonna start? I'm ready for some GMK dual shots and some switches. What do you mean by dual shot? We don't carry dual shot. That's the other brand. That's Omnitype. But we do have a lot of really sick GMK sets. Been good, brother. Going to uni in New York City next semester. How have you been? Macaulay, I've been good, man. We've been grinding some keyboards, and we've just been building this community more and more, man. Macaulay has been around for ages, by the way, guys. I think Macaulay, if he types in the followage, he's like one of the OGs. But yeah, we've just been doing this, man. Just hanging around. 5 years and 8 days. Look at that. God damn, dude. Oh, geez. Yeah, we just been doing that, man. And then, I don't know. Just trying to keep the community level-headed and spirits up type thing. So, just doing that. Same old, same old. Avo, 3 years and 6 months. I remember the first COD stream back in 2019. Yeah, Nicole technically was following me when I did some gaming stuff. Yeah. That's so funny. Actually, these are pretty easy to assemble. I forgot how easy. There's no difference. Nah, dude, nobody wants to see me play games anymore. It's just embarrassing. Guys, let me tell you a secret, okay? I'm also one of those people that when I play video games, sometimes I get really immersed and I just game with my mouth open, and that's not something I want. Like, I don't need that. I don't need fucking Adam and Avo and Insty screenshotting me every 2 seconds. I already know them. They're going to be the ones to do it. So I would like to see you play video games. Maybe TFT. Elquan, you're a fucking god at Apex, okay? Please. Better shut that mouth before I smooch it. What the? God damn. Easy, turn off camera easy? Damn. But no, Macaulay, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're in uni right now doing your thing. So is this your first semester? Sorry, I might have misreading that. First semester, you said? That's happening in New York?
Hello there, Zania. You have been following Alexotos for Zania. That is some useful information.
Like
how are you
memes.
doing, Alex?
Dude, I actually stumbled upon one of those videos on Instagram Reels. I was literally going through keyboard stuff. And you know those, like... I've told you guys about this like 3 times. You know those like really mindfuck like reels where they're like, here's how to pasta. First you put the pasta in the pasta and you make sure you pasta. And it's just like, makes no sense. Those actually hurt my brain. Like, I think I've consumed too many of them at this point. But yeah, that was crazy. That's what Zany's thing just reminded me of. Let's put this back. Please don't fall. Please no. Please. I was going to school in Nashville, and I'm taking a semester break right now, and I'll be in New York City next semester. That's awesome, man. What are you taking, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I don't know if that was the exact thing, the meme, how it goes, but that's what I heard. Okay, I'm putting every bit of foam that I can in this, by the way, guys. I don't care. There's nothing wrong with foam, and we should treat it with respect. Yeah, Instagram's pretty brain rot nowadays, too. I was surprised to see how fucking brain rot Instagram Reels has become, too. Business analytics, cool. Are you enjoying it? I don't think I want to use this plastic stuff. Let's get that to the side. This is for under. Foam me, daddy? What the fuck? Oh gosh, this is when you pasta the pasta.
I have pasta and you put the pasta in the pasta after you strain the pasta you pasta the pasta.
Listen, I need you guys to confirm something. Did the first 2 times TTS said pasta, it said pastu? I don't know if my brain's working right now. Like TTS said pastu. Am I not? Did I hear that correct or wrong, or what's? It was pastu, right? So nice.
Pastu?
No. It was pastu. 100%. Damn, that hurt my brain. I don't know why. That one there fucked me up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Should be good lines.
Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow. 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 Meow.
How did TTS? How did this go through?
Meow. Meow.
How did this go through?
Meow. 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 Meow.
How did this go through? That's crazy. It's supposed to block words that go over and over and over going again. That's crazy.
Doink.
Okay, we're actually using ice ka-ching switches right now, by the way, guys. These are, surprisingly, I actually haven't tried these yet. Pretty nice tactile switch. I'm interested. I did put a little bit of extra lube on this. They already came pre-lubed, but I did go through them all and added a bit more because I felt like the springs were kind of light. They're pretty nice. Okay, now getting the first hot swap socket in is annoying. What the? So nice.
Those pasta videos are not informative. Here are some shower thoughts. If you hit yourself and it hurts you, are you strong or weak? Teaching is just brains telling brains how to be better brains. When you choke on water, you have failed at breathing and drinking. That's all from me. I will be back after my meeting.
Sounds good, Zany. Okay, I don't know if these are just awkward to go in right now. Sorry, guys. What the fuck? It's all sliding around, which is a little irritating. I think that's why the PCB mounted stuff helps a lot, but we're trying our best right here. Let's see. Oh, got it. Perfect. So nice.
Did you know that when you nacho cheese on chip on nacho, taste nacho cheese on you? This is because nacho cheese and taste on nacho cheese is a reference to taste chip on your cheese.
You know what? We're gonna have to start doing this, guys. We're gonna have to start doing this. Anyone who does weird brain rot, we're timing out, dude. We're timing things out right now. Oh my god. Why do they call it an oven when you... Oh god, what? Why do they call it an oven when you oven the cold food? Bruh. I don't even know what you guys are saying no more. This is hurting my poor little head. My poor head. Cheesy, Alex? I'll tell you what's cheesy. Do you guys use keycap puller or do you rip it off with your fingers? Honestly, keycaps, if it's easy enough, I just rip it off with my fingies. Easy peasy. But if it's not easy, keycap puller. Sometimes I don't feel like damaging my fingies.
Because microplastics are everywhere, literally everywhere, nothing is organic.
Huh? What is Gingy even talking about right now? God damn. I don't know what's going on right now. Solid Alex? Hell yeah. Oh. Let's get these guys in.
All these chats are nothing compared to my constantly begging for a body pillow, which we still haven't gotten. Wow.
I know,
Alex.
I know. Wow. Tell you what though, guys. How about we give away a bunch of keyboards in December?
I lost half my brain already on this stream, looking forward to lose the other half.
Huh?
Plastics are high molecular weight organic polymers, so you can also say everything is organic.
Damn. That's crazy.
I'm still asking for cleaning cloths and underwear.
For Christmas? Dude, underwear? Let me tell you guys. The best gift you can ever ask, okay? Especially
Give
for
away
guys.
A body pillow.
Actually, for everybody. Is underwear. Underwear and socks. Legitimately the best gifts. There's no better gift. I don't care what anyone fucking says. They're the best gifts.
How about you give away a bunch of Oto's body pillows instead?
Alpaca socks, please. Money's the best gift? I mean, you're not wrong. Honestly, you're not wrong, dude. I think you need to up the cost of TTS. I'm not gonna lie, it's never been this bad where everyone just uses one single bit to say something, and it's kind of overwhelming me, I'm not gonna lie, so maybe we do have to move it back to 100. It is a little overwhelming, it's a little overstimulating, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Can we do Alexotos socks with pictures of Alex's feet on the socks?
I love how this is... no! The plate is bending down a little bit, but this is kind of to be expected with a plastic plate. I might have to try just going in like row by row instead. Bump it up to 100. Alex, don't be greedy on bits. Oh my god. And everyone needs to stop abusing the damn thing. My work socks are like $16 to $20 a pair. I'm all for those gifts. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Socks and underwear, best gifts, 110%. 110% absolute best gifts. I am free at the moment, only 20 minutes before the 9 p.m. meeting. God damn, Zany, you work late, dude. If underwear is the best gift, you will be giving away some in December. That'd be really cool if I had like...
Go ahead,
stuff.
move it up to 100. You'll never stop me, Mew-a-ha.
You know what? Because of Burn right now, I'm doing it, dude. How do we do this? I don't even know how to do this. I've never had to do this before.
Abuse? I'm just sharing some fun knowledge and bantering. What could be wrong with that? /S.
Partner, is it here? No, that's not it.
1 penny for TTS is a bit too cheap if you ask me.
Well, it's about to change. Bits and cheering, so nice.
Bro, what? Twitch didn't even let me know my Prime expired.
There. I think I did it.
How quick can you figure it out?
Hum? Lululemon underwear? Dude, I'm telling you, it's the best gifts. The only other thing I want for Christmas, which I asked Santa for, is, you know, the hamburger press things, like the, what are they called? I don't know the proper word for them. You guys know what I mean, right? So nice.
Guys, I think Alex figured it out.
I did. BIC, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Here with the protein press. So nice.
Here we go with the protein press.
Bick, I got it, man. I have to get one of those. Is that, no, that's not the official name for it, is it? It's for smash burgers? Yes. Well, okay. Not just for smash burgers. I did want to also get it for some other meats that we get. You guys know when, like, sometimes when you buy meats, sometimes it, like, in the frying pan or whatever, it doesn't stay exactly flat. That's also why I wouldn't mind it. I've seen people use it for that, and I kind of want it for that too. But that's the only thing I really want for the winter. That's it. Like, that's it.
My dog just projectile vomited across my office cause he stole eggs off my plate with Tabasco sauce. Yay me.
Yeah, what? Huh? The yay me sounded so unenthusiastic. Alex, if you would like, I can come over to your house and hold you down. What the fuck? Guys, what is today happening? Can we stop with the weird susness, please? Can we stop? It's making me feel uncomfortable. All I want for the cold winter is Alex to keep me warm.
All I want for the cold winter is for Alex to keep me warm. Huh?
Oh my gosh. Please, enough now, please. I'm being serious. Please, enough with the sus.
Was it worth it? And what did it cost?
Oh my gosh. I'm being harassed. It's like bots are taking over. I don't know what's happening tonight, man. I just want to build this keyboard. I actually want you... Damn, dude. It's Vaza. Thank you so much for 25 gifted subs, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. God damn. It's Vaza just felt bad for me. He's like, hey, everyone's harassing the fuck out of Alex right now. I want to ask you about my Think 65 you built. Would you be able to switch out the switches if I sent it to you? Absolutely, man. Completely. We can do that. DM me on Discord, McCullen. McCully? God, I cannot speak tonight. My brain is 100% fried today. But Vaza, thank you so much for 25 gifted, dude. I'm so overstimulated right now. It's crazy from all the TTS. Can we get an Odos much with the... Oh, merch, you mean? Macaulay, anytime, my friend. Don't be a stranger. Come into Discord sometimes and we'll all say hi to you. Fried braid and yummy? I don't know if it's too yummy. The weekend was fine. I mean, like, we didn't really do anything on Sunday. I spent it... Okay, well, I kind of told you guys. Sunday, I ended up building... Or Saturday, I ended up building some furniture I ordered from IKEA. I also watched Gladiator on Saturday. Sunday, after I finished streaming, I ended up catching up on... Well, almost on all the episodes of Penguin. By the way, thank you guys for recommending me that show. I probably would have just like let it fly under the radar if I never did. No, not the new one. Is the new one even out? Silo, I haven't started yet.
Sorry for frying the brain.
Anytime, Burn. It's okay, man. And then that's really all I did. And then, oh yeah, I started one episode of Dandadan, or whatever it's pronounced. Dude. Burn, thank you so much for the gifted, man. Vaza, Burn, thank you guys. Thank you guys. And then I started lubing switches So this is the first batch. Well, I started lubing them on Friday, and then I'm halfway done. Although I don't know how I'm going to do this. My original plan was to release these like all lubed and finished switches at the start of December. But I can't do that now because of the Canada Post strike, and I also don't feel like making you guys spend crap tons of money on alternative shipping. So I am just not going to bother for now. Like, I'm just going to wait until the Canada Post strike is over. But that's pretty much where I'm at with that. That's all I did. Nothing else too crazy. Dandy Dan is so good. Dandy Dan is incredible. Dandy Dan is peak, bro. I know, you guys told me to watch it. I could start doing that too. To deliver my keyboard, because I swear one day I will get stabbed on TTC. What the? Don't say that. Don't make it happen, my friend. Do not make that a thing. I've heard, you know, EJ, some people have told me that it's a good show. But that's pretty much it. What did you guys do? Cool, this is all done. So let's start doing the next thing. So we have our PCB assembly done. And the next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna move some stuff over and we're gonna start putting everything inside the case slowly. So all the extra parts. Do you have a key with a GMK set that can't, with GMK can't stay on it? We never did that. That was like a thing we never ended up running. What else would you want, Macaulay, for a board to swap out to? I feel like you may not know some of the stuff that we've built recently, but maybe if you just want to choose a color. I'm out of date. It's okay, my friend. Yeah, Encore will be November 21st and December 11th. I don't remember the quantities of each, but it's split into 2 different drops, basically. Event Horizon doesn't have keycaps on it. Blue? Okay, let me see what I got with blue. Let us go see. These are really pretty, by the way. I really like the color of these switches. They always look like candy, and I always love it. That is dummy thick. It's a cool looking board. Here, take a look again, guys, at the case assembly here. Listen, I know this is not going to be for everyone. I think this is really cool looking. It is a nice, I love the inspiration behind the board. I think with all the designs that this studio has done, I believe it's actually not Toshi, it's Tosi, I believe. It's all beautiful stuff. It looks great. Yeah, I actually prefer the yellow one as well, but this clear one is fine. Like, it looks really good. I feel like you could get a great Gundam look out of that board. You probably could. Let me go find a blue board for McCully. Ooh. What about the TKD? Oh, you know what? No, I got a better one. We'll put this on today. Hold on, let me just take some stuff off the desk. Little Lamy TKL. Where's the... Oh, right here. As an aging millennial, I think the board looks pretty sweet. I am in the camp of I think this board's really cool. I don't think the PCB it's not a strong PCB at all in terms of like feature sets and just compatibility and what it offers. So I can say with great certainty that I think that's one of the major points of what is lacking. But you know what? Not for nothing. The board is really cool. Okay, so these are also quite interesting. I'm not exactly sure how these go. I think we screw them into the bottom. But let me just triple check on one of the little build videos that I had open. Let me check. Just hopped over from Diego's stream doing the Type K. How's the Type K going? I hope it's going sweet for Diego. Love that guy. Okay, so pretty positive this is what we have to do. So let's start building this. But I like it when a board isn't just a box on wedge number 438,000, like 4 million maybe? I'm not even sure what number this is. I get what you mean though. It's a beautiful beige on beige baby. Hell yes. Love to hear that. I think all these screws are pretty much the same, but there is a lot of screws in this keyboard. God damn. Are those drain holes in the bottom? It's for when it overfills. Maybe, I'm not too sure the answer to that one. Alright, so what bit do we need? This is all Phillips, which is a bit of a shame. It's also using Phillips heads for everything. Definitely a bit of a shame here. I think installation of these is also going to be quite awkward, but maybe the trick is we got to put screws in here before we try to assemble it another way here. Or you know what? Why don't we just do like this? This goes here. I know they want you to do this, so that makes sense, but we can just lift this. Phillips strikes again. Yeah, I mean, so 2 major points of criticism for this board so far. And we'll go over some of the good stuff. The PCB is extremely weak. I think, actually maybe even some other criticism I'll say here. The installation of these is a little awkward. Basically, you kind of have to position the screws on the bottom here. Thank you, Diego. What's up, man? I heard you're building the Type K, or built it, I guess. So yeah, you're gonna have to put the screws underneath these little things and kind of maneuver them in, and definitely a smidge annoying to do that. Maybe we should just pre-do them like I was thinking. Oh my gosh, Diego. You and everyone else have been making that joke. Alright. At least you have to bend these up to screw them in. A wishbone? Kinda. Yeah, and the... Other than the PCB being a bit weak, I think the Phillips screws are quite a miss. Definitely a miss. Honestly, dude, the board's actually kind of cool. Listen, I think there's some stuff that can definitely been improved on here, but I think this board's actually sick. Alex has the patience of a saint. I would have crashed out already. I'm used to it. I'm used to being bullied. It's fine. Alex and Phillips screws name a better rivalry. I got one for you, Dandy. Molex connectors. That is my other big rivalry that somehow always gets put into every single board. Molex. Easy mate, baby. True you, right? Every board somehow these days gets them, and I'm always like, bro, how? Hidden screw builds? I do want to say hidden screw builds, the only time they make sense is when hidden screws need to be there. So for example, if it comes down to a hidden screw mount or not being able to do like a complex bottom piece, makes fine, I'll deal with it. The Bion bolts, like those angled ones, are fine. But I don't think hidden screw is the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I can see its good points, but I also really, sometimes I despise it. It's annoying. It's a choice. Yeah. I don't hate it. I just think it's annoying. Yeah, we put Bion bolts in the Manta. So actually, if you guys want to know a little bit about that, I'll kind of tell you, because we made a decision to actually swap to it. First of all, if we decided to go, so here's part of the decision-making process, which we're gonna write about and everything too. Me and Bull are gonna do a whole chit chat about this. Part of the decision-making process was, okay, how do we make this board fun and easy to build? So we started off with ball catch system, which you guys probably didn't even get to see. But we actually have renders of the ball catch system. We ended up taking that away and scrapping that idea for two reasons. Number one, as fun as it is to assemble, I do feel like the more I use the ball catch systems, the more they get put inside keyboards. This is my personal feelings here. It doesn't feel as premium. For some reason, it doesn't. It just feels cheaper for whatever reason. And like, I want the feeling to be premium. Like, and I think Bull's on the same page as me. The second thing is the ball catch systems have potential issues. The more we get to use those now, the more I'm seeing where they can go wrong. And not for nothing, it isn't like it's a super complex, we don't really need to worry about, okay, we'll just stick ball catch systems because we want this to be easy. Screws aren't hard. They're not hard to do. So then we were like, okay, I was like, well, let's just do regular screws on the bottom. However, well, yes, and ball catch system can affect sound too. There's just problems with them, and let's just try to avoid those, right? However, I learned from Bull that if we decide to go with screws on the bottom, and actually we wouldn't have been able to achieve the front height that we wanted, because we'd have to make the top case thicker to compensate. So, ultimately, that's kind of where, in this particular design, that we're benefiting from using. Bye, Diego. Take care. We're benefiting from using that. So that's kind of like the decision-making process there. Obviously, nothing's set in stone. That could change tomorrow. Maybe we go back to something we've already tried. But that's kind of where our heads are at. The Office. Hope I got my box fine, by the way. Yeah, it's here with me. I got it yesterday. They delivered it like at 9:30 p.m., dude. Just don't get custom screws made like they did with the Event Horizon. The screws alone have delayed the board months. No custom screws on our end. At least I don't think we're doing. That is not something we've even thought of. I was always hesitant in loving them. Happy you found out some issues through use and time. Yeah, I think with ball catch systems, so there's a caveat to this, and I think it can be said with confidence at this point here that I've spoken to a few manufacturers and even a few designers, just out of curiosity. This more so is like, I was more concerned recently with the Wuche board when the board itself, like the ball catch system, was misaligned. And I was talking to some people, and basically it comes down to the quality of the ball catch system itself. Even the bearings, or whatever you want to call it, like the actual pieces there, the ball pieces, like those matter a lot too, and there's just a lot of room for error. Like tons of room. So the more I kind of learned about that, and more recent struggles people have been having with those, it seems like at the end of the day, it's just a design decision that, for what it's worth, I think it's fine for people who don't want to unscrew their keyboard every 2 seconds. But now that I'm learning more and more and more about them, it just seems like there's a lot of negatives that kind of counteract the positives. First board in aluminum, the SC bridge is a good choice, really. I don't know much about that board. I've been asked a million times on YouTube to take a look at that particular one and also the Lucky 75. I don't know if I'm ever going to look at those boards just because they're not something that's quite like on my radar right now, but yeah, anyways, that's pretty much my findings with that as of recently. Yeah, the lucky everyone's been asking me about too. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I don't open my boards enough for the bullet catch system to even benefit me. Yeah, I really liked it before, like, I had no issues, and only recently have I been hearing other people give me stories, and then I had my first issue too. So, my thing is, you know what, maybe it just needs more time to kind of develop in a way. What's going on here? I don't know when I'm looking at that board, but they did reach out, the KVD craft board. This one's being a little frustrating here. But they did indeed reach out. Oh my goodness, please. Lazy.
37 months of the best sus content on Twitch.
Huh?
Canada's most handsome streamer, if you
Thanks,
will.
man.
Still waiting
Damn.
on more mailroom stories, Keck.
If I ever have more mailroom stories, you will be the first to know. Okay. Yeah, this mounting system is a smidge irritating. I do think what they probably should have done is just shortened the spring so you can at least get to the screws and not have to like lift them up like this. I think this is a bit ridiculous. But not so much that it's not doable at the end of the day. Thank you though, Lazy. Leaving for Delaware in a couple of weeks for a client shoot. Ooh, what are you doing? This one's actually kind of fun. Very fun, if you will. The other type of board I was watching is the IPI Rain 65HE. I have no idea what any of these are. There's so many releases. And again, I wanna be honest, like a lot of these releases, I don't know if I'll ever truly cover. Only because they're just not things I am very interested in. Like, that's it. They're just things I'm genuinely just like, I don't know. I think it's this way. Hopefully I got this right. Actually, let's test it. Some ribbon cable connectors here. Cool, we got this on. Oh no, we got the daughter board powered up. The switches. Okay, so maybe this does go the opposite way here. Ribbon cable connector? Yeah. I don't exactly hate ribbon cables, but I do find them to be a smidge annoying. Oh, do we need to just turn the battery function off? Maybe that's what's going on here. Well, maybe I did have it the right way and it was just on the wrong mode. HE boards right now is mainly differentiated by software. Wouldn't recommend any HE boards that go through actual response time testing. I mean, the whole Hall effect market, I've said this many, many, many times about Hall effect stuff. Like, dude, Hall effect right now, unless someone builds a good piece of universal software, I think the majority of reviews are going to really be about software, and that's just not something I'm interested in. Like, I'm not interested in it at all. I don't want to review software. Hi, Kim. How you doing? Thanks so much for the raid. Oh, what's going on? Why can't we get this thing on here? Gion did one? Oh, recently? One sec, guys. I don't know why this PCB is just not responding to... I mean, it's on, but... I have a feeling there's probably some sort of Bluetooth mode we got to turn off. I just don't know which commands they are. I wonder if the battery needs to be plugged in for this to work. Let me see something. Wooding's overrated. How come? I'm curious. Like, what's your thought process there? The ribbon cables? I know. Let me see something quick. No, we're doing it right. Yeah, this is quite a short ribbon cable. Alright, give me a sec here, guys. We're gonna try putting in the battery too. Maybe we need the battery in. It's amusing because I haven't seen a single board matching the Wooding PCB in performance yet. I can also say the same thing. Like, I haven't really seen any real true competition to what Wooding has to offer, which is interesting. Okay, we're gonna just try a few things to see if we can get this to power on properly, because right now it's being kind of funky. That's a Kit Kat, not a battery. You know what? You're not wrong. I don't still understand the other... Actually, let's see. This is very, very tight. Let's see, let's see. Will this make it turn on?
Taste it, you will start to be able to taste colors and see sounds.
Taste colors and see sounds? Let me see their little build thingy here. One sec, everybody. I might need to flash it. That also could be the thing too, but I don't think I have any firmware or any software for this. I'm curious. What if I plug it into this one? What does it do? I mean, it's not working either. What's my man's doing here? Trying to get the PCB to turn on. But I actually might need to flash this. Let me see something. Let me see if it loads up in QMK. Which would be a little bit of a bummer since I don't have any of those. I don't really understand what that USB-C on the bottom is. I told you, this PCB seems like a little bit of a rushed job, and I think there's a lot of fair criticism that could be said about this particular PCB. So I'm in the boat of, I think this PCB needs to be overhauled a bit, not even a bit, a whole lot. Let's see. Let's try one thing here. Is the switch on top of the PCB by the caps lock? What happened? Thank you, Mode. Appreciate the tier 1, man. Thank you, thank you. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I'm not doing this the wrong way here, so just give me 1 sec, everybody. Nice solid Alex. Sold Alex? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I do need to flash it. It's not even showing up in QMK though. No. Let me see. You know a solder board wouldn't have these issues? Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Okay, hold on 1 sec. Is there anything else that we may need to plug in for this to actually start working? Because I am following the guide to a T right now. Different cable. The only other cable here is this. Which, hey, you know what? I highly doubt it's this one, but we can try. There's a ribbon cable at the bottom. That's for the screen, which I don't think we need to plug in. But we can try plugging that. Maybe that's what's stopping this from turning on, oddly enough. No, this is not doing anything either. I think I have a new Vint board. I was really hoping this would turn on. The seal looks fantastic too. Seal's real good. I'm gonna need a custom PCB to use. Let's see. Let's look at this video one last time. Is the upcoming derivative a personal? It's a client build. It is not mine. It should just be turning on, but you know what? Let's do this. Let's plug this into the daughter board again. There's a note under here saying you might have to plug in everything for it to work, which is weird. But let's, I guess, just give that a go. Bro, what does the EU board have? Which board? Let's see. The one Gingy Link? Oh. Ribbon cables, man. Come on. Why isn't this one here opening? There we go. I'm gonna try a few things here. Thanks for being patient with me, everybody. Lammy, my beloved. Still sad I didn't win a Lammy. Hopefully there's another round of those. That'd be really nice. So hold on, is the battery not? I think this indicates it's charging with the red. Right? I'm not too sure. I'm sweating you just do the ribbon cables. I don't think I could do it. It's not too bad. I'm gonna use this other cable here while I do this. It's not too bad at all. I think I'm just a little, maybe annoyed is the right word to use for some of this. Trying to see if there's like a certain way it wants me to do this. I think the Lamy is popular enough to get an R3. I also think it's popular enough to do an R3. Okay, now it's turning on. I guess the instructions were right. You need to turn on you need to plug this into. Interesting. For this to all activate. Okay. Interesting. I didn't see that part in the comment section on this one of these videos. Let's unplug it. That's weird. Yeah. Interesting, but fine, I guess. All right. So let's put this in here. That's nice. It's gonna like friction fit in. These little screws I need. All right, and then I guess we're just using more of these screws. Just thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Although I will admit this cable is a bit short for this, huh? That stays plugged in. I gotta change this name. It's okay, I can just call you Just. I love the iteration with the orange top for this board. Yeah, it's really nice. Meth, every person has said that about the stream name today. Or the board build. What do you think is fair pricing for a key build / modding service? Might start a side hustle? I mean, if you want, you can just use whatever pricing I have. I think the pricing that's on my stuff is like pretty damn fair. But it depends on what you're looking to do, I guess. You know, really depends. We're gonna put the bottom. Actually, do we want the bottom foam? Nah, we're not gonna use bottom foam for this. Let's move this board out of the way a little bit. This is a very, let me drop on my cable. It's a very short cable here, and I would prefer them to provide a longer cable here, because this is almost undoable. We just barely got that. God damn. All right, so that's in here. It's pretty soft. Now we can plug this back in. And then I think it wants us to screw this into this. Bit of an awkward build all around. I can definitely see some of the focus here wasn't really on build experience, but it's fine for now. Actually, there's this that goes in front. I think this goes on top. Let me double check. How does this go? Oh, I see how that works. Okay. Let me see the instructions. It does go on top. Okay, we can do that afterwards. Let's screw it in for now. The Magnum 65. I'm going to be honest, I didn't have the best experience with that board in general. I hope, even though you got a bent plate, they'll help you out. But yeah, it was a bit of a frustrating board, that one there. Yeah, I do think this board would have definitely benefited from some pogo pin connectors, but I mean, another point here is maybe just even the way things are laid out could have been done better, like longer cable runs. A clear set of instructions could have really helped this board a crap ton as well. So I feel like that's really the only thing. This is pretty... Oh, I forgot to take off the little tape thing on the little... Oh, we'll take this off. My bad. No magnetic screws. Actually, before we plug this in, I think there's actually some accessories I should screw on the top. Maybe we should do those first. I used your Neo 80 VOD to build my first keyboard. It was a really fun experience. Thanks, man. Honestly, I think the VODs really help with how to build stuff sometimes too. I feel like sometimes that's what these boards sometimes lack, is like proper instruction manuals for things, you know? I feel like sometimes they just forget. What we're doing right now is we're just going to install some of the little accessories or little accent pieces that go on the board. I think there's only a handful that go on the top here. I think that's really it. And then I think we have to screw in some other stuff on the side. Okay. I think this works like the other Hans board where it screws in from the sides, which is interesting. I used your Neo 70 VOD to build my first keep 2 weeks ago. It was very helpful. Thanks. I do the same thing, actually. I use other people's VODs for when it comes to how to build things. It's always so helpful. Pretty sure I just referenced your VOD to build the Class 60. Also an amazing board. Most underrated board, IMO. So underrated. Oops. The ribbon cables stress me out. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ribbon cables. Never have been, probably never will be, but I guess it is what it is. Interesting. Very interesting overall concept. And then this gets put here. The dog runs when you click it. All right. Cute. Let's put some stuff back in the baggies here. The little screen looks cool. Yeah, it does. It's crooked? No, it's not. It can only slot in one way. It's not crooked, not even in the slightest. Pinky swear. Oh, I think this was an alternate color, but yeah, let's leave the red. I like the yellow shining through. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of seeing the PCB. Oh, you know what? Were we supposed to put these little things on top? Let's see. The build video actually didn't have these, so maybe we do have to put these on top. And you know what? Actually, I want to swap the red one because I didn't see there's also a gray one here. DMG, I think, would be a super good fit on this. Yeah, let's go with this accent. I think this accent's a little nicer looking. Now how to unpeel this. The ribbon cable doesn't have any slack on it. It's fine, guys. In fact, here, we'll unplug it for you guys right now. Bull? Bull, how you doing, man? How are you doing, sir? Did you get harassed today about your bowls? Well, you gotta check out this keyboard we're doing right now. It's called the Solid Alex. It is super, super cool. It's an easier way to do this. Love the mixed materials already. Same. It's a little complex to build, and it's a little frustrating, I'd say, in some aspects. But I still think it's a fun board. The PCB is lackluster, I'd say. Oh, let's actually put these things on now. So I think these go underneath this. So if we were to just slightly, here, we'll unplug this again. I think these go in here. They don't really have a good, let me triple check the video here. They don't really have like a good description on how these go in. Because I would assume these go in here like this. And does this just sit on top? Oh, you know what I think how these go? I think I have an idea. I think these little gaskets push through. Although, I'm really not sure. This board's got some wild choices. Yeah, it really does. I would assume this pushes through somehow, but nope, I just pulled out that. It's fine. I'm really not sure. Let me see if I can get one through. I just got building the F260 and found out that I couldn't use an H60 until after soldering everything. Oh no. Alright, so these just pull through. If you have tweezers, you pull them through. I'm guessing these are going to be the mounts. So let's just pull them all through for now. Alright. If nothing else, this board's interesting. I do think this board desperately needs a better build video or an instruction set for this. Because this is a little bit definitely complex. They don't come with tweezers, no. You have to supply your own tweezers. You would indeed have to supply your own. No, it's not, I wouldn't say this is an intuitive build by any stretch of the imagination. This is definitely more involved, like your skill level and just have maybe some slight understanding of what things are going to be needed here. But I feel like, okay, not for nothing though, hear me out guys. I feel like if they gave us instructions on how to build this, that rather than me just referring to someone else's build, this would have been so much easier. I think the major things I would change about this, there's a lot of cool things about this board. Like Bull said, the mixed materials, like even I mentioned in the beginning, that they're super sweet. Also not too sweets. Thank you so much for 18 months. Appreciate you. I like the mounting style. I don't think it's a bad mounting style. I think it's actually fun. Like I definitely would use something like this. I like this kind of style of mounting. PCB's lackluster though. Definitely needs to be overhauled. I would like some different plate materials because as far as I know, you can only use PC. I think an aluminum plate would be really cool. The longer cable for the back over here, for where the daughter board meets the actual PCB, would be fantastic. Removing this random USB-C on the board over here also probably a good idea. I have no idea what that fucking thing is for. Maybe it's for flashing something? I have no idea though. To build a solid Alex, you should get an Alex to build it solidly for you. Damn. Oops, pulled that one right through. Alex is prematurely telling people if they can't figure it out, it's a skill issue. Nah, no way. I'm on the opposite here. I think when something is more complex, it's fine. Hear me out. Like, I don't know if you guys agree with this, by the way. When something is more complex, it is totally A-okay. However, if you're going to make it complex, I feel like one should always include some sort of how to build or how to with their complex projects. I've always felt that way. Because complexity isn't always a bad thing. It just needs to have a good, intuitive way to either A, figure it out, or B, provide someone with a method in which they can look it up themselves and figure it out. This is touching the side there, though. What's going on here? I think there's some PCB or some plate misalignment here going on. So nice.
3 months.
That's not sitting very nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Toast. Yeah, I didn't even notice that the first time. There's a bit of a plate misalignment right here. So the plate just touches this. So this needs to be fixed too. Yeah, you can actually see looks like it's just machined wrong, the plate. See that, guys? I don't know if you guys need a better look at that. It looks like it was supposed to be shimmied over because it fits on the top fine. So, you know what we'll do to combat this just for now?
Hi everyone. Just got home and my Alexotos t-shirts were waiting for me.
Hey.
They're super soft and with a decent weight to them, but I was looking for the lipstick mark where Alex kissed them and there were none. Where do I get a refund?
Huh? Damn, I'm so sorry, Gurn. Yeah, I'm gonna let I don't really have any contact with the designer right now, but I can let the vendors know. Maybe they can pass on the information. I don't know if this was done in error, because it doesn't seem like the other person had this issue. All sales final? Oh my goodness. Blow kisses to the camera to compensate the guy. There you go, Gurn. Love you, buddy. I'm sorry. Alright, now I can put the top case on. Well, what unplugged here? Did something unplug or not get plugged in properly? Hold on. Oops. I love the post on IG about your setup the other day. Thank you. Oh yeah, this didn't get plugged in proper. This is a tough one to plug in here. Hey Alex, hope you're well. Thanks, man. Thanks, Gerd. Appreciate you, man. All right, so we're almost done. I'll do a recap at the end. But I don't know. I'm feeling I'm feeling less mixed on the build experience and more so feeling a bit disappointed in the overall build experience. Hold on. Why is it not turning on now? What did I do wrong? That's typing. Oh, did I not plug this in right? Did I pull it here a little bit? Okay, we need to figure this out, everybody. All right, so that's working. Now, wasn't the screen turning on is the better question. Or am I doing this upside down? Hello, screen? Screen isn't turning on because I am not turned on. What the keep's really making you work? Yeah, definitely a little bit crazy here. What the? Why isn't the screen turning on now? Should I just try the other ribbon cable here? I'm gonna try something different. I couldn't ever get my Zoom 75 to turn on either. Really? What happened with that? There was another smaller cable we can try. Maybe that one there just got damaged. Where did I put the other cable here? Yeah, build experience a little, very lackluster, I'd say. Definitely needs a better set of instructions. Maybe it's dead now? No, I highly doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. Let's see though. Oh, here's the smaller one. Let's try the smaller one out. Needs to be set straight from my experience. Even a few degrees of tilt will turn it back on. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I had it pretty dead straight there, but we shall see. Ooh, this cable's even tougher to put in. Oh. Now, let's go back to the other cable. This one here is like very difficult to put in. Very, very difficult. I just unplugged this. This short cable, though, is making everything so much more difficult than it needs to be. I've killed some OLEDs by connecting the pins incorrectly. I mean, we didn't connect anything incorrectly. We had it working. Yeah, that's turning on still. Believe it or not, now it's turning on by itself. No, not turning on now. I mean, it could just be dead. Who knows? Hey, yo, what's up, Koma? How you doing? Maybe this is just not closing properly. Is there a keybind to troughs? I mean, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe I accidentally pressed something, but I'm not sure. Maybe there is a keybind and I just clicked it by accident while I was touching the board. Thing is, I don't know. I know it was via compatible, but I don't know if it's loaded into maybe Vial. Let's try Vial. Is this V? V? V-I? Oh, there it is. To switch in the bottom? No, I think that's just for the battery or something. I'm not sure. The macro boost when you type scratches someplace in my brain I didn't know needs to be scratched. Damn. Let's see. Maybe something turned off. Maybe there's like a little macro button. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is just throwing an error in even Vial. Hold on, I think I might know what the issue is. Let me see something. I think it's just that clip is just really loose. A build guide would be very, very helpful. Agreed. A build guide would be absolutely sweet. God damn, I hate this. Is a terrible placement for this. No. Okay, let's try something here. If your cable's not symmetrical, maybe V plus and GND got inverted and killed the screen. This happened to me a couple of times. Perhaps. Perhaps, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions yet. Could also just be the cable's no good. God, I hate ribbon cables. Okay, I don't hate them. Let me not be super angry at them, but they're definitely very, very frustrating. We'll try this one last time, and then if not, we'll just put some keycaps in it and call it a day. I don't think the clamp is closing nicely now. I think that's the actual issue here. Alright, let's just call it a day with this. This is why we need more boards with the QK75 connector. Yeah, I mean, I think the other bigger issue is just how awkward it is to get everything plugged in. So that's bound to happen to other people, which makes it really, really bad. Like, that's a terrible design choice. Just need to be designed around correctly. It seems needlessly frustrating with incorrect lengths. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But to get back to the board, though, the way you would screw this in is by using these little, basically like these little thumb screws on the side. Let me just collect some of this garbage here. With this. I don't really like that. The way the screen connects. That's frustrating. So these would just go in through this. And it just thumb screws into place. And that's how the board gets attached. Which, you know what? I think actually is pretty cool. Let's see this side here. That's neat. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is actually like seamless. This is the only part that feels super seamless about this. Everything else feels too involved. All right, everything's tightened. All right. Now, let's put everything back. I'll try getting the screen to work here in a moment after stream. Maybe I'll fiddle with it, but let's see. Looking pretty cool so far. I don't know what keycaps we should use. Oh wait, no, I do know. Let's use these. These were with the board in the same box, so we can use them. They're meant, I think, for this. This is, okay, so this is separate from the keyboard. These are Milky Way, and I have not used Milky Way caps in a long time. Simply because I was not a big fan of the Milky Way keycap quality. So we shall see. I'm still going to give an overall recap of this board because I feel like there's a lot to take apart here and digest, but interesting set. No doggo anymore. Peppo sad. I know. I'll see if I can get this powered up afterwards. That one goes there. Oh, let's unplug it for now. Oof, Gamba rip. No Gamba needed for this. None need it. Although I hope to God there's enough keycaps in here for this today. Alright, what do you guys think of the board so far? Me personally, I think there's a lot of corrective work that needs to be done before this is like a great project. I think it's fun. It has the potential to be fun. I just think there's just way too many variables that make this a difficult build, which kind of sucks because I feel like the other board that we looked at from this design studio was actually really good. That Hans 80 was, I think, really good. I think the main things that need to be corrected here. So a few things. PCB needs to be looked at and revamped for more options for screw-in PCB mounted stabilizers, not just plate mounted. And that USB-C at the bottom needs to be taken apart. The other thing that I think needs to be really looked into for this board is an instruction set so people don't miss things. The ribbon cable lengths all need to be adjusted properly. And maybe even just removed and maybe a better system needs to be figured out. Because I do think the ribbon cables here just really take away from the build. Like, it's just a silly experience when you have something. You guys saw me struggling with the longest connector there too, and they even gave you one shorter than that as well. Very frustrating. Oh, this is an arrow cluster. Do you know if it's possible to use an ISO layout on a keyboard with ANSI layout? Like, you would have to build it with that though. You would have to have PCB support. I mean, the flex cuts are personal preference, I'd feel, but I'd like, yes, an option without them, truthfully. But yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that can be done to make this project better. A lot.
Wait, you said you were gonna use foam.
I did use foam, Willow. Foam has been used. Pinky swear. I think I just took away the bottom foam. But foam in between has all been used. Every last bit of it. What else do we got here? Last arrow key. I need this guy. This is fun. I like these colors. These colors are cool. Am I vibing with this? Actually, we can do this. These are cool colors, actually. I'm vibing with these colors. I'm guessing we have to use a short one there. The keycap set it's called Hashline by Milky Way. It's an interesting set. Actually, if you guys want just a little thing about this, it's double shot. It's ABS and PBT. And then it's also internal UV printed, which I thought was really, really interesting when I was taking a look at these keycaps before stream. The reason I think that is really interesting is because UV printing, if you do it on the top layer, such as like GMK does, it's not always the best experience because that can rub off. What they've done here is they put the UV printing in between the transparent layer. So this basically, it basically, as Lux says, gets rid of all the weaknesses of UV printing, but you can still have UV printing and look at it. So it's an interesting concept. Not for nothing, it's actually pretty cool. So good for, oh no, look, this turned on. Oh my God, was it I think it might have been a keybind somewhere. Maybe it was a keybind. I just don't know which key it was. I don't know. Puppy saved. Still very, very annoying piece to put in. Very, very irritating. Kidding on this, it's missing short space bars though, which is a bit of a shame. But that's okay. Or took that long to boot up. Oh no. That would be weird. I mean, yeah, it kind of follows the same concept as the PBT fan stuff. Not for nothing. From old Milky Way, this is a far cry better. I'm actually quite impressed from Milky Way's old keycaps to new keycaps. These are much, much, much better. And if you guys are wondering why, dude, old Milky Way keycaps, at least to me, they always felt a bit cheap and weird. These actually feel pretty premium. Like, these feel good. The colorway looks like metallic mud. I'm actually vibing with the colors. I'm not gonna lie, I think it looks cool. I'm here for it. I quite like it. Maybe it's just me. We all have different preferences, and that's what makes the hobby cool. I know what I'm going to put here. You know, I should put F1 and F2. Just because I don't know what to put here. Cool. I'm actually not sure if these are... These were sent last minute by Keebs for All. They said, hey, if you end up looking at this, take a look at these keycaps too, but... Keebs. Oh, I need to plug it in. That would help, huh? Keebs. Or not Keebs for All. Keebs and Cables. I don't know why I keep saying Keebs for All. Keebs and Cables. Actually, a really cool vendor. Do they have these in stock? Let's see. Let's see. I don't think they do. I think these are upcoming. No, I don't see them. Not yet, anyways. I can ask when they end up making these go live. All right. You know what? Pretty fun looking keyboard. Dude, that sounded terrible. I'm so sorry. Pretty fun looking. I don't know if they have another colorway, but I know they're making. I know like Milky Way is making other sets that look somewhat similar to this. So here's the board. Again, little quick roundup. Weak points of this board: build experience, very, very, very lackluster and needs improving upon. In particular, just longer ribbon cables. Oh, there's something else that's supposed to go here, isn't there? Oh, maybe that's what those other two things are for. That's a bit lackluster for sure. I really wish they improved on that particular aspect of the board. And then definitely want to see them do some more with the PCB. The design language, I think, is super fun. I really like the design language. I also think the fact that it's wireless also is just a neat little bonus for this board as well. So props to them there. Can you show your artisan keycap or put it in the keyboard? For which one? Which one are we looking at? These ones? You guys can take a look. Hold on, I'm just gonna clean up some of the stuff on the desk here. I don't want to leave these. Okay, let's go back in. Dog's back, it is. Guessing these go here as well. Missed these two. All right. Shall we see what this sounds like? Pretty fun looking board. $400 though. If it didn't have all the issues with like, okay, not so much issues. If it had a better PCB, if it had better build experience and more thought out build experience, even these little, where are they? I actually don't remember where I put them. Those little silicone nibs that you have to put inside the plate, I thought that was a little confusing as well. Like if you don't know, then you're just going to miss it. A little bit more thought out, I think, build experience wise, this should be really, really fun. Do you think the screen should have been the same color accent? I mean, this should have been maybe a different color, this screen area here. I'll kind of show you guys an up close. Maybe to kind of make the rest of the build seem a bit more cohesive, I agree. Overall, though, it's a fun board. And if you're looking for something super fun, albeit very challenging to build, maybe this is a good choice. But I really, really want to see them, at the very least, the two things needs ribbon cables that make more sense, and also the plate issue as well. Do you think the screen should have been, or the one there? Did you put the feed in? I did. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Let's see. These ice ka-ching switches feel really good for tactiles. Can we try GMK? We can put in a few GMK key-ups. I mean, I don't think it'll matter what switches we use. It's going to sound deeper and foamier anyways. This is with foam. Oh, as you guys can see, I just spammed a whole bunch of random stuff. That actually wasn't from now, by the way. That was from earlier. So don't try to say it was from now. I actually spelled I love you so much a whole bunch of times. So don't even try. I mean, yeah, it feels good too. It definitely feels good. Oh, I don't know why I keep typing in here. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I keep doing that. It definitely feels really good, too. Like, the mounting system works here. Oops. I'm going to unplug it before I start randomly typing a whole bunch of random stuff. All right, it feels good. I'll give it that. It does feel good. You know, I like these keycaps, too. They actually feel smooth and really nice. No roughness on these keycaps at all. Cool. All right, so let's finalize our thoughts here. So let's write this all down too. Let me plug in my other keyboard here. I'm gonna write down all my thoughts. So I feel like I have a lot of thoughts, and I feel like I don't want to repeat all my thoughts, and I want to just give you guys a... Yeah, let's keep it a buck right now. So, okay. Number one, absolute number one thing that needs to get looked at. Plate file needs correcting. That is basically where the plate, we had to trim it because it was touching the rest of the case. That is a complete objective no-no that needs to be looked at. So that is number one on the list. Number two on the list, I think the ribbon cable lengths, primarily the one attaching the daughter board to the main PCB. So those are number two. Number three on the list, I would say PCB compatibility and just PCB in general. So this includes things like the flex cuts. I'd like options. It's not a huge like objective thing, but options never hurt. I also think including things like PCB mount, stabilizer holes are huge, and I don't know why that was overlooked. Again, something very much that you can criticize about this board, and I think there's room for that. Number three, I would like to see, or number four rather, I would like to see, I don't even think there's a need for ribbon cables here. I think just regular JST cables would have made a lot more sense and felt more secure. So JST cables over ribbon cables. Even more so, if they really want to dive in deep, pogo pin connectors would have been excellent for this board. What else can we possibly criticize? The screws. Phillips head screws. Those, I feel like, at this point in time, why are you doing that? Just include hex. Phillips head, in case you guys are wondering. Higher chance for those to strip. So I think that's a pretty big thing. And then, not that this is the least important, but just last on the list. Build experience. So a build guide. A build guide would have been real nice for this. A build guide would have been absolutely excellent, and I think that could have really helped with the overall build. Just the experience of it. Now, some positives about the board. It looks great. It looks really good. I think the board does have a lot of charm and a lot of fun to it. So, it's a fun-looking board. How much torque do you... I mean, until you feel pressure, Dala, then just stop. The screen is a nice little touch on this. I think it's kind of unique and cute for this particular layout. You don't really see that too often, so I'll give it to the screen. The screen's pretty cool here. So it looks good. Screen. Can you show us the weight again? Yeah. Ugh. I mean, visually, again, the board's really pretty. The back's a little bit tame in comparison to the top there, but has rail. I think it has the little rails too. I don't have any wrist rests or anything. And then the next thing I would say that actually works really well is the mounting system here. It feels really good, actually. Mounting system feels good. It's well implemented. I have to give them that. It's a very well implemented mounting style. I think definitely this board is holding its own with the design, though. Like, hugely holding its own here. I also really like the way that they've kind of implemented these fasteners over here. So the screws on the outside of the board. Yeah, the thumb screws are actually holding the board in place, which I thought was really interesting. I thought that was super cool. And I'm going to give it to them there. That's a unique idea to do. So kudos to them here. How do you find the ice ka-ching switches? I really like them. Like, they feel really good. There's a nice long rounded bump, which I really, really enjoy in tactile switches. I mean, in tactiles, I'm a little bit more, I lean either a very shallow bump or I like really exaggerated long bumps. But I think that's really about it here. Price point is very high on this board. It's $400. There is a lot of pieces to this. For that price point, though, I wish the PCB at the very least was just more diverse. But I mean, all my little notes, I think, matter in the grand scheme of things for $400. I've never had real ice ka-ching. What is it? I've never had it. I don't really know what it is. As far as I know, Ritzer, I don't know. Like, I think so, maybe, but they haven't reached out. I see myself using keycaps on a polished board or copper. I mean, the keycaps are really cool on this. I don't know. I think the board looks sweet. The keycaps are really cool. I'll give it to Milky Way. They've come a long way. I used to try to avoid them, but I'd give them a go now. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts with the board. I think that's fair, right? Is this board worth picking up? If you really, really want something different and want an Alice style board, I think it's fun. I think you'd enjoy it. I'm pretty positive I am sending this back to Keebs and Cables. If they do let us keep it, I will give it away during December. But as far as I know, it's not my board. Because all these parts belong to Keebs and Cables. What was the blue board? This is the Lamy. Yeah, the keycaps are also theirs. They're not mine. It's the Lamy. How would you compare it like this to something like the Neo Ergo in respect of value for money and comfort to type on? I mean, okay, that is an interesting comparison because the Neo Ergo comes in at half the price almost, right? For its spec'd out versions. So let's just pick the top end of the Neo Ergo versus this, which is $400. Actually, I think even the Neo Ergo spec'd out might even be less than half. The Neo Ergo, if we take away the fact it's tinted, I think is the better overall keyboard. Like, you're going to have a way better time building it. It's going to sound really good. It's going to feel really good. I still think that might have been Neo's best keyboard ever. More so than the 75. However, you're not going to get something like pretty. The Neo Ergo is a nice looking, simple looking keyboard. But if you want something a bit more out there design-wise, again, I actually really, really like the design of this particular board. I understand where it's coming from and I see a lot of those elements. I think you'll appreciate this board. But if you want the one that's better feeling, better bang for your buck, then yeah, I think the Neo Ergo. It just makes more sense in the long run. Yeah, you can also go plateless. That's a very good point too. I just think this board's way more fun. Like this board that we built today, the Solid Alex. It's way more fun. It looks more fun. It definitely is more fun. Hell, I would even say this is softer typing feel-wise, if that's your main goal here. But this is definitely a more fun keyboard. I mean, it's hard to argue, I think. Also, this is a very unique design. You have to really like it. But yeah, I would still pick the Neo Ergo any day of the week. I think it just makes more sense. Interesting, though. Interesting little project. I appreciate it. I really do. I really think this is a fun project to build. I will pass off all those notes that we wrote to the vendors and see if they can get a hold of the designers to give them back my feedback there. No, it looks pretty cool. Is it $400 cool? I don't know. That's a tough sell. But I can understand the price point. If that makes anyone feel better. There's a lot of pieces to this. The keycap set, it's called Hashline. It's by Milky Way, designed by the same person who made the board. Cool. Very, very cool. All right, guys. Also has a little dog that moves in place here when you type. So if that matters to you at all, it's there. Oh, it has indicators there too. That's cool. All right, guys. That's pretty much the stream. Let's go find someone to raid. I hope this was informative. And I hope everyone still had a really good time. Love your work and your beautiful face. Bro, that's you. I'm probably just going to go play some like League of Legends or something right now and then call it a night because it is 9:30. It is pretty late. Thanks for the stream. Hey, Six, thanks for being here, bro. No, not League. Dude, we gotta do some pain here. We have to do some pain. Nice work, Alex. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Burn, for being here, man. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can go raid. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye, Gurn. Take care, my friend. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the subs, everyone, and thanks for the bits. Really appreciate you guys sticking by. Let's go raid. You know what? Stubbs is streaming right now. Let's go raid Stubbs. I don't know which one's all the buttons I need here. Is that my controller? Is it this one? I don't know which one's which. You know what? We'll just do Stubbs. And then is there underscores or anything? No. All right, guys. Have a good one. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. And see you guys very soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're doing the Atomos tomorrow. And I'm very, very pumped up to build that one there too. The Atomos is beautiful. See you guys and good night.